Hi friends, it's Jasmine, your Vancouver, Washington Realtor extraordinaire, and if selling your home has been on your mind, but you're unsure about the timing, I'd love to help you get clarity. You can call me, email me, or fill out my seller questionnaire linked below. It only takes a minute, and I'll send over a no-pressure game plan tailored to your equity, your timeline, and your goals. In today's video, we're tackling one of the biggest questions I get from homeowners. Should I sell now or wait? There's a lot of noise out there. Mixed headlines, fluctuating rates, shifting inventory, and it's easy to feel stuck. But there are some key signs in the market that can help guide your decision, and I'm going to walk you through what they are, what they mean, and how to think strategically about your next move. So, if this question's been swirling in your mind, let's get some real answers. And don't forget, if you want personalized advice, my phone number, email, and seller questionnaire are all linked down below. Let's get started. Let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention. Timing your sale isn't just about when the market is hottest, it's about when the conditions align with your goals. Too many homeowners try to time the top and end up either missing it or waiting so long that the momentum shifts. Right now, we're in a market that's stable but unpredictable. Interest rates have fluctuated, and buyer demand tends to ebb and flow with every shift in mortgage rates and national news. So instead of waiting for a perfect moment that may never come, what really matters is understanding what's working right now and how you can take advantage of it. In my local market here in Vancouver, Washington, we're seeing a pattern. Homes that are priced strategically and presented well are still selling, and sometimes quickly. Serious buyers are out there. They're not just browsing, they're pre-approved, they're ready to move, and they're watching listings daily. If your home shows well and meets a current need, whether that's more space, a better location, or a specific price point, it has a real chance to stand out. Selling isn't just about jumping into a hot market. It's about having a strategy that works within the current market. And the good news, with the right prep, guidance, and marketing, you can succeed without waiting for some theoretical better time. Let's talk about one of the biggest questions sellers have right now. Is my home still worth what I think it is? The answer, for most homeowners in Clark County, yes. And then some. Even though we've moved past the rapid, double-digit appreciation we saw during the pandemic boom, home values in our area have remained strong and stable. According to CoreLogic's National Home Price Index, home values in the Portland, Vancouver, Hillsborough metro area increased by about 5.2% year over year as of spring 2025. Redfin also shows similar trends. Homes in Vancouver are holding their value, and some neighborhoods are still seeing small, steady gains. That means many of you are sitting on more equity than you might realize, especially if you purchased before 2021 or even in the early days of the pandemic. You could be in a very strong position to sell, even if the market feels quieter than it was 2 years ago. I've had several sellers recently reach out just wanting to know, what's my home worth right now? And they're often shocked. In a good way. One family I worked with in East Vancouver bought their home in 2018 and were expecting maybe a $50K profit. And it turned out they had closer to $120K in equity. That's a game changer when you're planning your next move. So if you've been assuming the market's cooled too much to make it worthwhile, don't rule it out just yet. Let's look at your numbers and see what's really possible. One of the biggest factors that influences your sales price and your experience as a seller is competition. And that means understanding what's happening with inventory in your area. Right now in Vancouver and Greater Clark County, inventory is ticking up as we head deeper into spring. That's expected. More people tend to list in Q2 and Q3, especially as the weather improves and families try to move before the new school year. But even with the seasonal rise, inventory is still lower than pre-pandemic levels and nowhere near a buyer's market. In fact, according to data from RMLS and local reports, we're hovering around 2.2 months of inventory as of May 2025. For context, a balanced market is typically considered 5 to 6 months. So we're still firmly in seller-friendly territory. That means your home is more likely to stand out, especially if it's well-priced and well-presented. But here's what I want you to keep in mind. The window for standing out won't stay open forever. I'm already seeing more coming soon listings popping up across East Vancouver, Hazeldale, Camas, and Ridgefield. Builders are also starting to release more phases of their communities, which can add even more competition, especially for homes in the $500,000 to $700,000 range. The earlier you list while inventory is still relatively low, the more attention your home can command. You're not competing with as many similar homes, which can lead to more showings, stronger offers, and potentially fewer concessions or price reductions. If you wait too long, say late summer or early fall, you might be entering a market where buyers have more options and feel less urgency. That's when we start to see longer days on market, more negotiations, and sellers needing to offer incentives like closing cost credits or rate buy downs just to stay competitive. So if you've been waiting for the perfect time, this might actually be it. You're early enough to beat the rush, but the buyer pool is already here and active, and I can help you position your home strategically before that next wave hits. From staging consultations to pre-market planning, we can make sure your listing has maximum impact when it hits the market. Let's talk about something every seller cares about: equity. You've likely built up a good amount of it, especially if you've owned your home for a few years. But what a lot of people don't realize is that when you sell, can directly impact how much of that equity you actually walk away with. Now, I know the instinct for many sellers is to wait for mortgage rates to drop even further. That feels logical. Lower rates means more buyers, right? But here's the other side of that coin. When rates drop, more sellers jump in too. That's when inventory spikes, competition heats up, and buyers suddenly have more options to choose from. So if you wait until the market feels hot, you may be entering just as it peaks. And that could mean more days on market, more negotiation, and more pressure to make your home stand out in a crowded field. By contrast, selling just before that rush can help your home attract more serious attention and stronger offers without the frenzy or fatigue that sometimes comes with peak season competition. And let's not forget the power of perception. When buyers feel like they're competing for limited inventory, like they are right now in Vancouver, they tend to move faster, offer cleaner terms, and come in closer to asking price. But when they know a flood of listings is around the corner, they're more likely to wait, lowball, or move on quickly. Another thing to consider, your home's value doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's tied to what's happening around it. If your neighbors list first and start dropping their prices, that can affect your appraisal and your negotiating power, even if your home is in better condition. Timing your sales strategically can help you stay ahead of those pricing adjustments and protect the equity you've worked so hard to build. So if you're sitting on the sidelines thinking, I'll sell once the market improves, take a step back and ask, how will I know when that is? Because the truth is, by the time it feels like the perfect moment, it's probably already passed. Acting just ahead of the curve is where sellers have the most leverage, and that's exactly where we are right now. Now that we've talked about market activity, home values, and why timing matters, let's bring it back to you. Because here's the thing, selling your home isn't just about market data, it's about your life, your next chapter, and making choices that actually feel right for where you're headed. You might be sitting on solid equity. You might be ready for a change, maybe more space, a better location, or downsizing into something simpler. Or maybe you're just curious about what your home could go for and wondering if now's the moment to finally make that move. Whatever's on your mind, I want you to know you don't have to figure this out alone. A big part of what I do is help homeowners make smart, strategic decisions without pressure. That means giving you real numbers, a realistic timeline, and walking you through each step so you never feel in the dark. I can run a personalized market analysis on your home, showing you what similar homes are selling for, and helping you understand what your net proceeds might look like, not some generic estimate, but a tailored plan based on your goals. And timing, that's part of it too. If it makes sense to list now, we'll talk about what the process looks like. If it makes more sense to wait, I'll tell you that too. This isn't about convincing you to sell. It's about helping you make the best possible move when it makes sense to you. So whether you're ready to go out or just exploring the idea, reach out. Let's take 10 to 15 minutes to chat about your home, your timeline, and what selling might open up for you. A little clarity now can save you a lot of stress and possibly make you a lot more money down the road. So if you've been asking yourself, should I sell now or wait? I hope this gave you a clearer look at your options and why this moment in the market could be a meaningful opportunity. I know it's a big decision. And the truth is, there's no perfect time that fits everyone, but there is a path that fits you. Whether you're ready to move forward or just starting to explore, I'm here to make the process feel less overwhelming and a lot more empowering. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need someone who knows the market, listens to your goals, and has your back from start to finish. So let's talk. You can call me, email me, or fill out my seller questionnaire linked below. It takes just a minute, and once I know a little more about your home and your timeline, I'll send you a custom plan that's honest, actionable, and tailored to your next step. No pressure, just real support. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What would selling your home make possible for you this year? A bigger home, a fresh start, more flexibility? Drop your answer in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else who's weighing the same decision. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I can't wait to help you write the next chapter of your journey here in beautiful Vancouver, Washington. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!